Oh, look who we have here. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? All right. Got the fucking airplanes. Howdy, howdy. I appreciate the people that took the time to answer my question that I sent them. You're walking to the cleaners. So, what did we come on here to talk about? Oh, let's talk about this strike bullshit again. This yelling and screaming for a strike bullshit. So, yeah, whatever. You can answer it this morning. You're in everybody's live chats. No excuse. Whatever. You don't want to answer it, don't answer it. I don't give a fuck. You know? But it is what it is. Oh, yeah, this yelling and screaming for strike bullshit again. What do you guys think about that? Once again, I'm calling bullshit on it. I'm calling bullshit. So, I'm calling bullshit. It's starting to sound like a personal vendetta to me when it comes to particular individuals. That's what it sounds like to me. Because if you're claiming a strike over safety, you're just fooling yourself, and you're just um you're not going to accomplish nothing. You're not going to accomplish nothing. Not one person has come up with a solution that these apps can do, um, that's going to make your job safer when it comes to random acts of violence. And that's what all these are. They're random acts of violence. They happen in every motherfucking profession. So, um, your strike, first of all, is either a personal vendetta because you got butthurt by these apps, or you're just fooling yourself to think that these apps are going to be able to do something to keep you safe. That's fucking retarded. Do you? My question is, do you yell and scream at your homeowner's insurance because somebody can break into your fucking house at any time and kill you? No. Your homeowner's insurance, you don't yell at them to keep you safer. Do you yell at your car insurance to keep you safer when you're out on the road? Being that, you know, just a fun fact, because I spent was up till what 3 in the morning looking at statistics. Being that, let's see, over 1,100 fucking Uber drivers were killed in car accidents. So are you yelling at your car insurance to keep you safer when you're on the road so you don't get killed while you're driving your car? No. Um, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, and it's all about the money, exactly. And that's another thing. That's another thing when it comes to money. Once again, research. Do research. 1 in 3 Americans have a criminal background. That's over 77 million people in the United States with a criminal background. All right, you're bitching you ain't making money now. What's going to happen when you wipe out a third of your fucking potential rides? What's going to happen then? You complain you ain't making no money now. What happens? What happens then? What are you going to do? You done lost a third of your income because of background checks. Background checks aren't even fucking feasible. Once again, background checks do not stop at active or random acts of violence. Background checks don't do that. So, what is your point? So, what do you fucking feel? In my personal opinion, what do you feel that is going to stop random acts of violence against drivers? What can you implement? And if anybody has ever noticed, most of these random acts of violence, guess where they're at? They're at your liberal shithole fucking cities. They got shitty fucking mayors, shitty governors that fucking coddle criminals. That's where most of these crimes are happening, because you got fucking mayors that are soft on crime. They're for the criminal rights, not the fucking victims' rights. You want to start doing stuff? Start getting tough on crime. Start getting proper fucking politicians in your city that are tough on crime. Stop coddling these fucking criminals. And guess what? You probably would have less issues of crime when people are actually sitting in jail for their crimes and not out on the street because you don't want to give them. You want to make sure that they're treated equally because they can't afford bail. So we gotta let them out on fucking no bail, and we gotta fucking give them because the color of their skin now seems to be an issue. We can only give them 2 months versus the fucking 10 years they should be getting. So let's fucking be honest. Let's be honest about it. But see, they won't talk about that shit because they're like I said. I think it's a personal vendetta. You're not gonna speak on the facts. You're only gonna speak on what you think. What you think. You think striking. You think causing people to not be able to have rides is going to somehow make the app safer, which makes no fucking sense. And also, you want to do background checks on the public. You serve the public. You serve the public with a service. You know how fucking retarded that would be to do background checks? I'm going to ask you a few questions. Last time you were in Walmart or Target, when did you go through a background check? Last time you walked into 7-Eleven to buy a fucking soda, when did you get a background check? Last time you walked into fucking KFC to buy your chicken, did you get a background check? Or last time you went to fucking a dinner at a fucking casino, did you have a background check? Um, so to sit there and think you got to give every member of the public a background check just to make you feel safe is fucking retarded because you're not gonna be safer. You may have this mindset, oh, I'm gonna be safe because they pass a background check. Get the fuck out of here. How many people pass a background check every year get fucking murdered by somebody who passed one? So get the fuck out of here. And if you're really serious about this, let's bring out some real solutions. Real solution. Geo is asking everybody to do their little rideshare panel, which they're good for them. But the deal is, you can have the rideshare panel all you want. You're not going to come up with solutions other than they need to do this, they need to do that, which is fucking impossible and retarded. Um, you know, if we could predict, like I said, this ain't Minority Report. If we could predict crime, we wouldn't need the police everywhere, would we? As a deterrent of crime, we wouldn't need them. We wouldn't need them because we could just tell by looking at people, or somebody would give us a heads up. Okay, we shouldn't do that because that person is gonna kill me possibly. So, or they plan on killing me. So it's fucking retarded. You know. And that's another thing. You keep calling for all these strikes. You keep doing all this shit. You're making the riders pay the price because of your fucking your issues with Uber and Lyft. You're causing customers to deal with Uber, and now you wonder why you don't get tips. You wonder why customers are pissed off because they have to wait 2 hours for an Uber or Lyft. You're causing your own fucking issues when it comes to the issues you are having. You are causing it because you're taking that because your bullshit issues with the apps is causing you to take it out on the customers, and that customers don't like that. And so when you do get your customers and you're not getting fucking tips, you're not doing it because guess what? Uber's going to raise the rates. Uber's going to raise the rates on the customers. You're not going to see that money. Uber and Lyft's going to receive that money. So all you're doing is hurting your fucking self with these fake ass fucking strikes. Or I would say it's not even a strike; it's a vendetta against the company, in my opinion. It's not a fucking strike. So, and anybody's more than welcome to come in here and debate if they think I'm different. Hey, Dylan, what's up? Yeah, exactly, Uberman Tampa, and that's another thing, Uberman Tampa. What did you do prior to driving Uber and Lyft? Did you work at a convenience store? If you worked at a convenience store, how many background checks did you run on your customers? Convenience stores, more people get killed in those than they do Uber and Lyft drivers. Remember, I did the research last night. I did all kinds of research. I was up till 3 in the morning. So, The number one fucking people that die are food servers and food restaurant establishments, bars. Most people get killed at those while they're on the job. So you're sitting here and another thing, you sit here and you say, oh, all these Uber and Lyft drivers. You know how many transportation people were killed last year? I think it was when I looked it up. 50 transportation people were killed total. So you guys, this is the problem. You know, it's unfortunate that these are the people that get the views, they get the people that go to their channel because people actually think this shit is going to help them. That's the fucking mindset of these sheep motherfuckers. They think this shit's gonna help them because some guy's yelling and screaming in videos or whatever. That's gonna fucking help them. It's not gonna fucking help them. They don't fucking. They have no mind of their fucking own. Well, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's fucking retarded. I'll call it what it is. It's fucking retarded. That's all it is. It's a vendetta. Is what it is. You got a bunch of disgruntled fucking people that are just pissed off because they're disgruntled because they can't get what they want. So they think that, oh, we can just give it a name and we're going to get what we want. And you're still not going to get what you want. Uber Lyft still ain't going to give you what you want. So this is a bunch of disgruntled employees or whatever you want to call yourselves. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Hey, Alamo City Day, what's up? That's what it is at the end of the fucking day. So, but I can't wait to see this little geo thing. It'll be interesting to watch all these people discuss and see who actually comes up with anything that's of any kind of solutions. Which I'm not holding my breath on it, but it is what it is. Because I'm going to tell you, there is no fucking solution. There is no solutions to acts of violence. There isn't. So to sit there and think you're going to come up with solutions to a problem related to criminal activity, you can't. So to sit there and keep calling for that is fucking retarded. And if all these people claim to be as intelligent as they claim to be, you would think they know that. But I think they have the intelligence to know this, but they don't get the views and they don't get the likes and the super chats unless they coddle these fucking people and say what they want to hear. So they're never going to come out and say because uh, common sense knowledge will tell you can't stop random acts of violence. They're not going to come out and say that. They're not going to say that because it's going to hurt their views. It's going to hurt their super chats, and nobody's going to want to watch them. That's what it boils down to. That's why nobody watches my shit really because I speak the fucking truth. I'm telling you how it is, but people don't understand that. So exactly, man. Taxi drivers get attacked a lot more than fucking Uber and Lyft drivers. And just do a random search. Just do a random search like I did on Google last night. Pick a profession. Put today's date in there and put on how many people died in this profession. It'll all pop up for you. That's all. It'll all pop up. So yeah, you can put Uber driver June 1st, 2021. Yeah, you're gonna see a bunch of Uber drivers that have been killed. Do it for convenience store workers. Do it for food workers. You can get all the same list. So I could come on here on my channel on a daily and bitch and complain that the convenience store industry doesn't do enough to keep their fucking workers safe and yell and scream and yell and scream. But guess what? Still doesn't make a fucking difference because you cannot predict random acts of violence. Period. What's up, Arturo? How you doing? And that's why I don't get the views. That's why I don't have the subscribers because people don't want to hear the truth. They want to be coddled. They want to have their asses pat. That's all there is to it. And it's always going to be that way because we have a society now that's raised to be told whatever suits their needs. It's not what it actually needs. It's because that's what we get. We get people nowadays that are just, um, what's up, Vegas? Yeah, right. You want more tips from customers, but you're making it harder and harder on the customer once to get a ride because of your bullshit. You're disgruntled, so you're fucking grumpy as fuck. So I can imagine if you're grumpy, you're taking it out on your customers because I see the videos, I see the looks on your guys' faces, I see this shit, I see your short tempers, I see all that shit. So you want customers to tip you? Get the fuck out of here. You think a customer that wants to sit there for 2 hours because you have a vendetta or you're disgruntled has to sit there for fucking 2 hours waiting on a ride? You think they're gonna fucking tip you? Fuck no. You ain't gonna get shit. Not to mention, like I said, they have to raise the rates to make up for the less people that are getting rides or the less drivers out there. So the rides they do get, they're gonna charge the customer. Customer's not gonna pay $60 to go fucking 5 miles and expect to give you dick. No, that's not how it works. Can't pamper you. No thanks. What you need to pamper? What you need to pamper, Arturo, is your fucking internet connection, bro. This fucking you done surpassed the Omer on the buffer. You done surpassed him on buffering. You are now King Buffer a lot. You're King Buff a lot. He was fucking Sir Buff a lot. You are King Buff a lot right now. There you go. Look at Vegas. Tell them how it is, Vegas. But it's okay. I want to see this fucking panel of people. And what's up, Mr. Bob? What's up, Mr. Bob? Yep, King Buff a lot in the house. That's your new nickname. King Buff a lot. That's because they're giving all that free internet because they promised to all these people unemployment, sitting on unemployment, playing on a computer, and they're not looking for jobs. So they cause the internet connection to be fucked up. But we'll see. I can't wait to see this panel. It's going to be interesting. I guess Driver Sensei got picked. Yeah, Driver Sensei got picked. I don't know. He said he's going to set up some. He wants to set up some panel with, I think it was 8 or 9 people to discuss the whole strike issue, which it isn't even an issue. What are you discussing about strikes? It's not like it's. Is there any good? We all know they don't. Do we not? We all know they don't work. They don't do shit. We all know this because, like everybody has said over and over again, you always got that person that needs that money. They're gonna go out and do it regardless. So, and once again, all you're doing if you let's say you get all these people to do your strike, what's gonna change? What's gonna change? Absolutely fucking nothing. Because, like I said, random acts of violence, you can't predict that. So there's nothing the apps can do to satisfy your need for that. Okay. Second of all, you're gonna piss off so many fucking customers. You think you have an issue now making money, not getting tips? What do you think is gonna happen then? Let's think about it. Well, yeah, of course. Geo doesn't believe they work. Geo doesn't believe they work. No, they don't have the balls to tell the truth, Vegas, because, like I said, they have to pander to get that super chat money. They have to pander to get those views. So they're gonna say whatever people want to hear because that's how they get their views. That's how they get their super chats. They won't come to a channel like this where you tell them the fucking truth and you tell them, wake the fuck up, quit being fucking retarded. They won't come to channels like this because of that. So, so it is. It's it serves no purpose. Could you imagine trying to do a background check on every person that uses an app? Could you imagine the cost of that? Could you imagine the time that would take? And at the end of the day, it serves no purpose. Could you imagine that? Not to mention, like I said, 77 million people have a criminal background. So you done lost a third of your customer base. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't matter what state you're in. It doesn't matter what state you. You can be in a red state and still have these two. We have people here. We have people in Florida. You have people in Florida that think the same way these people do in California. Florida's a red state. You have people in Texas that think the same way these people in California think. They're a fucking red state. It has nothing to do with the state you're in. What it does have to do when it comes to, in my opinion, when it does come to the whether it's a blue or red state or where most of these crimes are happening, you have to look at the city itself. You have shitty mayors that coddle criminals. You have governors that coddle criminals that encourage laws to be made to give the criminal more rights than the fucking victims. That is where you have your issues. You want to start with something, start with your politicians, start with getting these pieces of shit mayors out, these pieces of shit governors out that coddle fucking criminals, that actually treat criminals like they should be treated. And guess what, you might see crime go down, but as long as you're coddling the criminals, Portland, Chicago's one of the worst, DC, one of the fucking worst. Baltimore, one of the fucking worst. New York, one of the fucking worst. All these states where you see all these Uber drivers being hurt and killed, guess what? They all have in common: shitty mayors, shitty government that went soft on fucking crime, and that's where your fucking problem lies. It doesn't lie with the apps. The apps have nothing to do with that. The apps have nothing to do with the amount of criminals that are on the fucking street that are being let out of jail because you got mayors and governors that feel sorry for them. You can't do that. You can't let them out. If you're a criminal, you do the fucking crime. You got to do the time. So yeah, exactly, Jim. That's the thing. It's you. You got to go where the problem is. And look, I said, majority of these Uber drivers are being hurt and killed are in these fucked up cities: Washington D.C., Baltimore, New York, Chicago. So that explains a lot right there on itself. But see, they don't want to do that. One of the main things you can do is go to your legislature and ask as an Uber driver be given protective person status, like the popos, like taxi drivers. That stiffens any criminal behavior towards you. That stiffens the penalty by double. So there are ways to do it, but everybody's more concerned with the apps. It's all the apps fucking fault, which is fucking retarded. And anybody that believes that, you need a fucking reality check. Wake the fuck up. Hell yeah, you can doo doo in the street. They don't give you no tickets for it. Fuck yeah, that's gross. Hell yeah, that's the doo doo capital of the world right there. All kinds of doo doo. Oh, here we go. Omer. Once again, always Omer. They can introduce a panic button. They have a 911 button. The fuck is that going to do for you? What is the panic button going to do for you? By the time the cops get there, you're done. So get the fuck out of here. They got a 911 button. Ain't gonna do no fucking good. See, and that's another thing when you think about it. When people when people. That's why I asked other people's suggestions when I texted everybody and said a few things in live, because it's shit like that I'm talking about. They can introduce a panic button. They already have a 911 button on your fucking app. So do you not pay attention to your fucking app that you would know this shit? So as a gig worker, that means you don't even look at your own fucking app, that you don't know these things are already on the apps. You see what I'm saying? So 99% of the problems you have are with the drivers. It has nothing to do with the apps. It's the drivers. I know, and it looks like I'm a driver hater. But remember, I did it for many years, still do gig work. So it is what it is. It doesn't matter. You can hit the button all you want. Police are reactive. They're not proactive. They react to crime. By the time you hit the button and the popo shows up, guess what? They're scooping you up, putting you in the bag, and off you go. They're reactive. They're reactive. The only person that is responsible for your own safety is you. And even in that case, you can't predict random acts of violence, no matter how prepared. Everybody talks about this is another thing you hear all the time. Oh, Uber and Lyft should allow you to carry a gun. First of all, Uber and Lyft have nothing to do with that. You want to carry a gun, carry your own fucking gun. That's on you. You don't need any app to tell you to carry a gun or not. But my question is, if somebody's sitting behind you, you ain't gonna see it coming. You can have your gun on you all you want. Somebody pops you from the in the dome from behind you. What the fuck did you having a gun to do to help you? Nothing. It's random acts of violence. So it is what it is, and people need to understand that. Yeah, I'm a driver. Yeah, I get it. Well, that's why I don't have the views and I don't have the subscribers because I'm going to tell you it's your fault. The people don't want to be told. We already know the Superman time, but people don't want to be told it's your fault. When you get in a car accident, you fuck up and you crash into somebody, what's the first thing you try to do? You try to tell the cop, oh, it wasn't my fault. It was that person's fault. When you know it's your fucking fault. So it boils down to everything in life that way. When you fuck up and you trip and fall, what's the first thing you do? Oh, fucking rock made me fall. No, you made me fall because you're fucking clumsy. So it's always based on the people. It's not based on anything. It's you as a person. And people don't want to be told that. That's why I don't get the views. That's why I don't have the large subscriber base because I'm going to tell you because like I said, I've done it a lot more than probably 80% of these motherfucking drivers out there. I've done more, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Yeah, exactly, Arturo. That's what's going to say. Excuse me, sir. Before you start shanking me in my neck, let me hit my panic button. So hold on one sec. Then you can shank me all you want. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck. That's why I think it's a personal vendetta. All these drivers that go along with this bullshit, it's a personal vendetta. It's they're disgruntled because they don't get what they want. So they go along with this theory that it's the app's fucking fault. So we'll just blame the apps. We'll blame the apps because I'm too lazy to go out and get a job that works for me. I'm too lazy to provide my own safety and the things that I need to make myself be safer. We'll just blame it on everything else. That's what it is. Hell, it doesn't matter whether you're political or not. In my personal opinion, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I was a Trump supporter. What does that have to do with telling you the motherfucking truth? It has nothing to do. Who I vote for has nothing to do with me telling you the truth. Plain and simple. Let's get that fucking straight. You know, Well, because of all his referrals and shit, Uberman Tampa that they never paid him for. But it's not just him in general that I feel that it's a vendetta. It's a vendetta for all these drivers that don't feel that they get what they want. So they're all disgruntled and they all think they're owed shit. They all think they're owed shit. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. I wish I had the large subscriber base that people actually wanted to hear the truth and I could get all the super chat money and all that shit too. I wish I had that. I wish I had that. I wish I had more of a following that people could actually learn the truth and be responsible for themselves. But it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So you know, so it is what it is. But like I said, I'm always the black sheep. I'm always the black sheep. I'm not gonna coddle you because that's what you want to hear. It's not gonna happen. Hey, Beacon, what's up, bud? So it's not gonna happen. You know what? We're all fucking adults, Xander. We're all adults. If you can't handle the F word, then look at how many of these people that are so offended by the F word. They'll watch a movie that has the F word in it almost constantly. They listen to music that says "fuck this," "black this," but yet they're offended by my videos because I say the F word. Come on, that's just a once again, Alexander. That's just a lame cop out fucking excuse to not want to hear the truth. That's what it is. You're a grown ass adult. You've heard the F bomb in I don't know how numerous movies constantly. You listen to the music that says the fucking F bomb constantly. So yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's not a fucking. That's just a. That's once again just making an excuse for people that you know that don't want to take personal responsibility for their own shit. Oh, I know you're just fucking with me, but I'm just saying it's true. And and when you think about it, what should I do? Should I just find? Should I dip into my thesaurus and find more words that sound nicer to tell you that you're a lazy fuck, or should I just say you're a lazy fuck? What? Why should I go to a thesaurus? Damn, I can't even say that fucking word. Or the dictionary to find words to softly say you fucking lazy when I could just say you're fucking lazy. It's just easier for me to say you're fucking lazy. You know. Sure, I can come up with fucking a whole sentence on an eloquent way to say you're a lazy fuck, but I'll just say you're a lazy fuck. That's easier for me. Less work on my part. You know. Remember, I do this shit for free, so I can make shortcuts for myself. I do it for free, so I'll take my shortcuts. Exactly. Yeah, just say you're a lazy fuck. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. It doesn't matter how you deliver it. You know. I can give you a message with some ice cream, or I can give you the message with the hot sauce. I just prefer to use the hot sauce. Gets my point across much faster. So the hot sauce works a lot better. Because guess what? After you eat the hot sauce, it's gonna burn your ass. Then you're gonna know, hey, he was right. The hot sauce hurt. Yeah. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'll be looking forward to this whole Geo thing. I'll be looking forward to watching that shit. I'll be looking to see all kinds of what's going on. Because I'm told I have no spine and I don't stand up for nothing. Because I have a mentality that I use my common sense and I use reality, but I have no spine and I don't stand up for nothing. Because I don't stand up for the gig workers. I don't feed the gig workers a bunch of bullshit and yell and scream and feed them a bunch of bullshit that I know isn't going to work. I have no spine and I don't stick up for people. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's shit like that that pisses it doesn't even piss me off. It just shows the ignorance of people who don't know who they're talking to or about or what that person's about. You have no you just come on here and you say shit. You know nothing. You know nothing about me. Am I going to be on a panel? Hell no. Nobody's going to pick me to be on that panel, bro. Come on now. You know better than that, bro. Ain't going to happen. You know damn well that's not going to fucking happen. You know? Hell no. Nice, bro. You're still going to complain? Okay, that's fine. Should have got a $25 tip, huh? But yeah, so, but it's okay. I should try signing up for that, Arturo. What is that? You're gonna have to hit me up on an email. I'm gonna put my email at the end of this. Hit me up. I want to know what you're doing. That's something I could probably do. Change flat tires and give people jump starts and shit. I could probably do that. And that's another thing. anybody that disagrees with other certain people's channels, they just delete your comments. That just shows you their backbone and integrity. They just delete your comments. And what does that tell you? Because you don't agree with their fucking opinion, which is typical California logic, anyways. Which is typical fucking California logic is, oh, you don't agree with me, we'll just delete you because you know how that goes. Anybody does with a different opinion than these people and their so-called opinion is no good to them, so they just delete shit. So yeah. Okay, I have to do that. I have to look that up. But yeah, so that's what it boils down to. But I'm the one with no backbone. But yet I don't delete my comments. I let anybody say what they want to say. Well, hey, it's California softies, baby. They started it. They seem to be the most vocal about it. So got to throw it where it lies, bro. If it was coming all out of Chicago, we just say it's Chicago softies. Or Florida, then it'd be Florida softies. But seems to be California seems to be the land of the great fucking crybabies. So they should just rename the state. It ain't the Golden State no more. It's a crybaby state. That's what they should name it. Shithole. What they should call it is a shithole state. 'Cause that's what it is. The shithole state. And then that's another thing. They're talking about safety on the apps and their personal safety, but yet they live in California where they have no fucking gun rights for the most part. You can't even fucking have a gun in most of the places. You're so restricted on being able to have personal safety, but yet you want the apps to do it for you. Maybe that's why they want the apps to do it for it, because they live in a shithole fucking state like California that doesn't allow them to protect themselves. Same with Chicago. Maybe that's why it's the app's fault, because they choose to live in a state that doesn't allow them to protect themselves the way they should be able to protect themselves. So blame it on somebody else. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Who knows? Golden showers. Ah. Well, Xander doesn't cry because Xander actually goes out there and works and does what he has a family to support, and he does what he needs to do to take care of his family. He doesn't sit around at the airport playing chess, eating hot dogs, and then bitch, why are they not making no money? That's why. That's the difference. That is the difference, my friends. You got a difference between a worker and a fucking lazy piece of shit. That's the difference. Because there's hundreds of thousands of drivers that can show you that if you go out there and you work and you hustle, you make a grip. So all these people that come on these channels bitching and complaining, I don't make no money, then it's on you. It's not on the apps, it's on you. Because there's people out there that you run the same fucking app as you do, but yet are banging it out week after week. So don't blame it on the apps, blame it on you. Because if thousands of other drivers can bang it out on the same app you're using, and you're sitting there crying you ain't making more money, how's it the app's fault? It's not the app's fault. It's your fault. So that's what it boils down to. But what they do and what they do is they send cronies. They're fucking brainwashed sheep to other people's channels to leave comments to try to prove the point, which they can't prove. Um, so so it is what it is. It's like these live streams. Come to these live streams. Nobody shows up that has a different opinion. You go to their live stream, but if they don't like what they hear, they just cancel you and kick you off the live streams because once again, you don't fit their narrative. So yeah, we have softies here in Vegas. Yeah, we do. There's softies in everywhere, but California seems to be the majority of them. There's softies everywhere, of course. Because California has an abundance of them. But like I said, I can't wait for this discussion. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see somebody actually come up with a real fucking solution. What these apps can really do. That's what I want to see. I want to see what they feel the apps can do to keep them safer. That's what I want to see. Because if you have a 9-person panel and that one person can come up with a viable, legit way for these apps to keep you safe, then your panel's worthless. Then it does nothing. Same with your strike. It does nothing. Not picking people up for 60 days from 12 to 3 in the afternoon isn't going to make you safer on the app. Isn't going to make the apps can do anything to make you safer because it's not going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, exactly, Xander. That's why I'm saying it's either a vendetta and it's a bunch of disgruntled people that because they didn't get their way, they think, oh, I'm going to strike, we're going to strike, we're going to do this. All they're doing is hurting themselves. First of all, you're not making no money from 12 to 3, but you could be making money because you're bitching you never make money, but you ain't going to make no money if you're striking, right? All you're doing is pissing off fucking customers. You bitch you ain't getting no fucking tips. Well, if I have to wait 2 hours for a trip and I got to pay $60 for it to go 10 miles, I ain't giving you dick. Nope. Nope. Ain't giving you shit. Because you keep putting yourself out there as you're putting yourself out there to the public as an entitled entity that you deserve something more than what you get. I deliver pizzas every fucking night. I get probably 50% of my trips. I don't even get a fucking tip. Do I come on here saying, "Oh, all delivery drivers should strike because fucking customers don't tip"? No, I'm not gonna fucking do that. Do I feel it's Domino's fault because I don't get tips from 50% of my customers, so I should strike for Domino's? No, fucking retarded. Oh, Domino's needs to do more because to the customers because the customers aren't tipping. Like they should do background checks on the customers, so when I deliver to the house, I don't get robbed or shot delivering pizza. No, that's fucking retarded. Like I said, anybody that's worked in the service industry, when you say let's do a background check, you're fucking retarded. I was like, okay, I got to go to 7-Eleven and get a soda pop. Can I do a background check on you, sir? You got to have a background check before you buy that $1.50 soda. Well, get the fuck out of here. That's how fucking retarded you sound. Yeah, that's what I would tell everybody to do. I would go on the news and tell everybody, don't order Domino's. We're striking. Don't order Domino's. You think I'm going to make money from Domino's then? No. So why would I fucking shoot myself in the foot? It's fucking retarded. I was like, here, hold out my foot, take my gun, and shoot it myself. Come on. Fucking dumb. Oh, yeah, of course they are. Of course they are, Vegas. Of course they are. Because you got people that keep coddling them, keep telling them it's not their fault. So, yeah, of course, they're going to continue to do it because, one, people love drama. It's that water cooler syndrome. Nobody wants to be left out of the drama. So they're going to continue to do it, even though it hurts them to do it. They're going to continue to do it. And they'll just blame it on somebody else. It's easier to blame somebody else than yourself. You know? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole. And then you encourage people to steal. That's real good too. I have no backbone and I don't stand for anything, but yet it's okay to endorse theft. That's makes yeah. That's me. That's me. I have no backbone or I don't stand for nothing, but it's okay to go out there as long as you got 30,000 subscribers that are willing to hear you say it's okay to steal. Then I guess it's okay to steal, ain't it? Get the fuck out of here, man. Fucking people fucking amaze me. But once again, it shows the mindset of these type of people. They're talking about safety this, safety that. They need to do stuff this, but yeah, you're endorsing theft, and you got people that sit there and say, "Oh yeah, it's okay to steal." You're a fucking criminal. You're the same fucking person you're trying to get rid of off the app is a fucking criminal. So what the fuck? Get out of here. Where's Omer, dude? And I don't know. He texted me. He's probably chasing off fucking skateboarders or some shit. Who fucking knows? Paul Blarth is probably running around the mall doing something. Who knows? But I'm just saying that's kind of shit. You know, people tell me I don't do this or I do that, but yeah, you endorse shit like that, or other people endorse it, and then you got, like I said, 38,000 subscribers that think, oh yeah, it's okay, we should steal. Fuck out of here. You probably at the gym, I guess. But it's like anything, probably do it for a week, 2 weeks, and then give up. Full of nasty fucks. But yeah, so it's just interesting. We'll see what happens. I'm sure this live stream will get back to whoever they think I'm talking about, and they'll have something else to say. I'm sure it will. That's how it is. You got these people that like to lurk, and you know, and then then they'll go back and rat like a little bunch of bitches instead of coming up in here speaking their mind. They'll just sit in the background, and then they'll go rat off like a little bitch. So, but remember, I don't have the backbone. I don't stand up for anything. I'm willing to come on anybody's channel and say what the fuck. So I'm not the one that hides in the background. But I get thrown out of people's shit most of the time because people don't want to hear the truth. So don't want to be floating around in no pee pee water. You know what? I saw a YouTube channel and it was a pool man, and he was explaining that if you can smell when you go to a pool, if you can smell the actual chlorine in the pool, that means people's been peeing in the pool. That means it's activated the chlorine in the pool to kill off the pee pee and shit. So he says if you have a really strong odor of chlorine when you go to a pool, that means people have been peeing in the pool. Because he said it activates the chlorine to kill the pee pee. So that's why you get such a smell of chlorine in the water. That was from a pool guy. So now you know if you're chilling in your homeboy's backyard pool and you smell chlorine, yeah, chances are they've been peeing in that motherfucker. So I don't know if it's fucking true. That's just what he said. Well, I don't know if it's true or not. Cranberry juice, bitches. Ugh, that shit tastes gross. How about if you're passing gas? That's because you see that in the bubbles, man. Unless you're sitting next to an air jet or something, then you can discuss it. But I would assume I don't know, methane. I don't. You might maybe I don't know how methane gas and chlorine mix, but I don't know. You might knock yourself out, and drown or something. I don't fucking. But that's what he said when a pool smells over chlorinated. He said that's because it's been activated and it's trying to kill shit. So people peeing in the pool. No, no. The reason why it would turn blue, you get like a blue ring around you when you do that. It's an additive you can add to the pool that detects when you're peeing in the pool. So yeah, that's when you get the blue ring around you. Yeah, it might activate the chlorine. I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how methane gas and chlorine mix. So it's possible. But yeah, there. I know for a fact there is an additive you can add to the water that will detect when there's piss in the water. So if you are peeing in the pool, you get the blue ring around you or some shit. Here we go. We go from fucking talking about gig shit to fucking PP and people scratching their asses and playing with their dicks and farting in the pool and Jesus Christ. Woo, way off topic. Let's have a 9-panel discussion about people farting and peeing in pools. What can we do to prevent people from peeing in the pools? What can the pool company do to keep people from peeing in the pool? What safety measures that I don't float into a fucking doo-doo log in the pool? We'll have a 9-panel discussion on what public pools can do to stop the pee pee problem in their pools. And we'll fuck. Ah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, shit, Jim. They don't have to worry about poo poo and pee in the pool in fucking San Francisco. They just whip their shit out and do it right in the middle of the street. They don't have to wait to get to the pool. They just whip their shit out and doo doo right in the middle of the street and pee and do whatever the fuck they want. They don't have to wait to get in the pool to pee. They just whip it out and piss wherever they want. Nasty. It would be more interesting than a gig strike. Yeah, right. Yeah, we could do a 9-panel like on anything. Anything. Yeah, we could do that. Anything would be, but that's the gig workers. That's what they want to talk about. So that's what will make them happy for the time being. Getting an opportunity to air their grievances with Uber and Lyft. So once again, though, they can go out feeling, oh, I did something productive, and yes, I can justify my own stupidity and laziness, and they can justify all that. I am going go work apps now. All right, man. Well, you be safe out there, bro. So you be safe while you're out there working those apps, buddy. I wish I could tell you that there was something Lyft, Uber, or DoorDash or whatever could do to help make you safer, but I can't because there's nothing they can do. So all I can say is watch your own back. Yeah, exactly. The officials being soft on crime. That's your problem. That's your problem. You know, like I said, 90 what fucking percent of these acts of violence against drivers and gig workers are in these fucking shithole cities. DC, Baltimore, Chicago, California. It's because they're in these shithole fucking places that are soft on fucking crime, that give criminals the free get out of jail free card bullshit. So you want to fucking start somewhere? Start there. But see, maybe that'll come up in the discussion. Maybe there's somebody watching us right now that'll throw my views into it for me. We'll see. But from what I heard, the last time I heard somebody say that Lyft and Uber should take $200 million and invest it into making the app safer for drivers. I want to know what. Tell me what $200 million is going to do. Give me the $200 million, and I'll tell you exactly what the apps can do. Fucking nothing. There, I just got a big fat payday. So there we go. Give me the $200 million. I'll tell you what they can do. Nothing. Because why they keep getting voted in is because people don't do the research that they need to do. They just go by what they hear. If let's do it this way, if I wanted to be school president in my school, and I wanted to get voted as school president, um, If I promised you ice cream every day in elementary school, if I want to be elementary school president, if I promised you ice cream every day and I told you that every day and I yelled at you every day, I'm going to give you free ice cream. Give you fucking free ice cream. Vote for me. You'll get free ice cream. And on this day, you'll get free sprinkles if you vote for me. Who do you think they're going to vote for? They're going to vote for the guy that's giving them the free fucking shit. The free shit that they like. That's what they're going to do. And that's what these politicians do. That's all they do. They just tell you what you want to hear, and they say it enough. And you tell people, if you tell people that they're ugly enough, they're gonna believe they're ugly, even though there might be the most beautiful person in the world. You tell them they're ugly enough times, they're gonna think they're ugly. Why do you think these people kill themselves all the time? They're being bullied. That's because nobody's there to. They don't have the self confidence in themselves. Nobody takes the time to say, hey, you're self confident, you're this, you're that. They don't take the time to do that. They just call them, oh, I'm sorry they said that about you. No, it'd be different if my kid, somebody says that to you, sock them in the motherfucking mouth. I'll pick you up from school. I have no problem. You know? But see, that's not how it works nowadays. Everybody, oh, I'm sorry they talk to you like that. Bullshit. Bullshit. But that's how it is. But that's how they get voted in. They just tell you what you want to hear. And people are and like I said, people are too lazy because they're watching fucking how to pierce your balls act on fucking YouTube than to do the research in their own fucking cities and states to find out what's better for them in the long run. That's it. But that's what it is. So all and it's just like these certain YouTubers that we keep talking about. Why they get the views, why they get the super chats, is because they constantly tell people what they want to fucking hear, whether it's the truth or not. They tell them what they want to hear. You know, that's what it is. That's why they get the views. That's why they get the super chats because they get told what they want to hear, whether it's the truth or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the truth is. It's what they want to hear, and if you tell it to them enough, then they'll believe it. So you know, exactly. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, that's what it is. That's why we're in the current situation we are now with dumb fuck. I'm gonna give you all everybody free college, free stimulus money, free unemployment, free housing, free fucking Jesus. Should have been should have ran on a should run on a platform giving out free condoms. God damn. Get rid of some of these motherfucking people. Wow. That's sad, dude. See, that's what I'm saying, Jim. But that would be Uber and Lyft's fault. Right? It's Walgreens' fault. It's Walgreens' fault that you know people come in their store and steal. Walgreens ain't doing enough to stop it. No, it's because the fucking criminals are allowed to get away with shit. So why would I put myself at risk of stopping a fucking theft if the cops ain't gonna do nothing about it? What's the point of having that? There is none. So that's why California, a lot of businesses are leaving California, and a lot of people are starting to wake the fuck up and leave California. Unfortunately, they bring their same California stupid shit with them when they come to other states, but they're starting to wake up and realize this fucking state sucks. You know, tax the fuck out of my wages so you can give it to some guy who shits in the middle of the street, so you can give him needles to shoot up his heroin in the middle of the street, or my kid might get stabbed by a fucking needle and end up with Hep C, AIDS, or whatever the case may be. Really, people actually. And what's sad is people actually fucking justify that shit. Like, oh my god, really? How do you fucking justify that? Oh, it's not their fault. There's always this thing. When they give out free needles and free this, free that to drug addicts because they have a disease according to them. But there's this one thing out there. Well, if they have a disease and you give them all this free shit for their disease, why do people with diabetes have to buy insulin and needles? It's a disease. Why don't you give them free insulin, free needles? if you're giving free needles for drugs to fucking drug addicts. So it's all just a fucking bullshit ploy. Wow, that's fucking sucks, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, they leave California, but then they bring their same stupid shit to the new state. It's like it's like anything. They migrate away just to bring their same shit. Like, what's the point of moving away from California to get away from high taxes if you're just going to move to the state and vote for higher taxes in that state? What's the fucking point? Just stay where the fuck you are, dum dums. It's too bad we didn't have a pandemic on common sense. Too bad we didn't have a pandemic on that. Or more people use common sense, and this world would be a lot better place. California is taking their morals into other states. In the phrase I hear from all, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do. They come here. You bitch about you have no way to protect yourself in your state, California. You have no way to protect yourself, but yet you'll come to Nevada and try to pass the same fucking stupid gun laws you have in California that didn't make you safe there. So why you want to do it here? The people are just dumb. You know, people are dumb. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything I say. I can talk to them blue in the face. Nobody's gonna. Yeah, I have my select few followers, but nobody really at the end of the day is gonna listen to this because I don't tell you what you want to hear. And I'll give you the perfect example. And Uberman Tampa, he'll say this. I bought some products from Uberman Tampa. I gave Uberman Tampa my exact honest opinion on those specific products. Even though me and Uberman Tampa talk on the daily, we're really good. I would say we're really good friends for the most part. Did it stop me from getting him on my honest opinion and my honest truth about his product? No, I'm not going to kiss his ass. He wanted my honest opinion. I told him about it. You know, so and he'll say what's up. So I'm not here to pander to you. You know, if Xander fucking texts me, hey dude, what? And I say, hey dude, that's fucking retarded. I do it with Omar all the time, but Omar doesn't listen. Omar thinks you're picking on him. When I tell Omar, stop bouncing up and down on your fucking live streams. Have a fucking constant live stream. Talk about something, not bouncing up and down, doing all this other crazy shit. But he still does it. And then I get a text from Omar, and I hope if Omar's listening, don't take this the wrong way, but he sends me a text. Oh wow, people will actually stay in your live stream if you're not bouncing up and down. Well, no shit, Sherlock. How many times I've told you that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna fucking just because I'm friends with you and we talk on the regular. I mean, I'm not gonna give you an honest fucking opinion. No, it's not that. It's just an example of what I'm talking about with when just because you're friends with people and this and that doesn't mean you can't tell them the truth. You know, if somebody is legit about themselves and legit about them, they take themselves serious and the things that they do in life serious, they'll take your honest opinion and roll with it and know that hey, it's not he's not picking on me, he's telling me the fucking truth, and so on and so forth. Plain simple. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. It's you know, I rip into Omar a lot because of some of the stupid shit he does. And it's not because I'm ripping on him because I'm trying. It's like it's almost like a big brother thing, in my opinion. It's like I'm trying to push him to do better things. He's got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that, try this, try that. Hey, what's up, man? You know, do that shit. Try to make yourself better. Take the advice that people are willing to give you. If people tell you they don't want to sit in a live stream and see you bouncing up and down, then why are you doing live streams bouncing up and down the whole fucking time? Does not register to you? They don't do it. If people say, "Hey, I don't come in your live stream because you're fucking bouncing up and down all the fucking time. How many live streams you got to do bouncing up and down all the time before you realize, hey, I shouldn't bounce up and down. Maybe more people would come in my vibes. Think about it. What's up, Noah? How you doing? Then I know I could be harsh. I know for a fact I could be a harsh asshole. But hey, it's just the way it comes out of me. I'm sorry. You know, if I tell you fucking up, I'm going to tell you fucking up the hard. I'm going to tell you you're fucking up the hardest way I can talk, because hopefully that gets the point across. Like I said, I can go through a whole thesaurus of words to make you feel better when I tell you you're fucking up. But I'd rather just say you're fucking up. It's easier. Hopefully it gets the point across too. You know. And usually when you tell people fucking up and you do it the right way, it gets people's attention. Kind of like Bam. Bam is his video. You go out there and you tell it like it is, and you put it out on blast, and you put it out. Guess what? It gets people's attention. Bam could have came on there, did an all eloquent video, la 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 la, like with fucking harpies singing in the background. Not gonna get people's attention. You go on there, you tell them what the fuck. Guess what? You get their fucking attention. Sometimes you don't get as much attention as it should. My channel is a perfect example. You don't get as much attention as it should, but the people that stay here know who I am. They know how I am, and I can. They're at least they know when they come to my channel. Hey, he's not gonna fucking feed me a bunch of shit. And the second. Well, as much as you buffer, trust me, you ain't getting that much secondhand smoke with all the buffering you go through. So you're not getting that much. As much as you buffer, yeah, you're not getting that much. I get secondhand, right? No, he's fine with Montana. He doesn't get that much. He doesn't get that much smoke. He buffers so much. It's not. You're not gonna. With all his buffering, he probably gets less than 5% of what you guys get. I'm actually a softie behind the camera. I can be. Yes, I can. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like this all the fucking time. I'm not like harsh ass all the time. Most of the time when you see me, and this is my personality. I don't. I've been around the block quite a bit, and had to deal with a lot of. You guys know I've had to deal with a lot of shit, and so my patience when it comes to certain stupid shit, I just don't have the patience for it. Yeah, it's something I could work on, and yeah, and I could come on my videos and I could be more eloquent and less cursing and this and that, but it's just not it's really not my personality. What you see is what you get. Ask Lisa. What you see is what you get. She was here in person. I didn't change the way the fuck I was in front of her. This is who I am. Who you see on video is almost what you see on the daily. I'm a dick. I can be a dick, but I can be a nice guy too. The way I treat you is the way you treat me. If you come at me, like I had some fucking wannabe gang guy come up to me yesterday delivering a pizza. I delivered a pizza. Next thing I know, this guy pulls up behind me, blocks me in, and then walks up to my window and says, Who are you? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? He's like, wow, dude, you don't need to catch an attitude. I'm just asking who you are. I said, who the fuck are you? I got to answer to. He said, I'm a fucking pizza guy. What the fuck's to say on my shirt? He said, oh, I didn't recognize who you were. So I told him, you what? You recognize every motherfucker that pulls up in here? He goes, yeah, well, this is my block. I don't give a fuck if you're a block or not. I told him straight up, I don't fucking play that fucking shit. I said, first of all, you're blocking me. You're causing me issues to make my money. And second of all, you pulling up on somebody, you don't even know what I got my hand on right now, that you're fucking sitting here trying to sweat me. I said, so do me a favor, just get in your shit and back the fuck up, go patrol your fucking block, and leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to make money here. And he said, well, sorry, dude, you didn't have a good fucking attitude. I said, Next time, don't walk up on behind somebody you don't know who it is. Because trust me, you're gonna be bleeding all over your block in a minute if you don't get the fuck out of my way. Yeah, so it is what it is. People just don't know how to mind their own shit. You want to be a gangster, you better be prepared for somebody to be just as gangster or worse. Plain and simple. But I can fucking be a nice guy, a nice dick. Yeah, there you go, nice dick. There you go. How about that? No, he wasn't neighborhood watch. I come walking up my door with a big ass 40 in his hand. Oh, this is my block. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Give a shit. Yeah, so it's just how it's just on my personality. I just don't have the time or patience to coddle fucking grown ass adults. You know what I'm saying? You've lived 40 years of your life. You've lived 25, 26, 30 years of your fucking life. You don't need a fucking me as an adult that shouldn't have to come and coddle you if you're a fucking adult. The fuck is that? And that's what a lot of these other channels do. They just baby you because because that's what you want. You're a grown ass adult wanting to be a fucking baby, and I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Why is that a bad way to go about it, dude? I sit with the no, I shouldn't say this on camera. Never mind. I can't say what I do on camera, but trust me, I wasn't worried about it. I could see his hand the whole time. He didn't see what my hand was on. Trust me, I don't play. I don't play that shit, and I don't back down from nobody. No, I don't give a fuck. And whether he thinks he's a tough gang member or whether it's the or whether don't want me to get shot. I would think he had more concern about that than I did at that point. Um, but that's the thing. I don't go around showing weakness to people. You can't show your weaknesses to people. You can do it to your wife or your girlfriend if you want to show weakness and this and that. But when you're out in public, especially with the things that are going on nowadays, with people, their attitudes and the way they are, you can't walk around with your head fucking stuck in the sand and down. You need to stand proud. You need to show that you're about your business. That's why these people get taken advantage of because they're not about their business. Their heads are down. They're making themselves victims. I'm not a victim. You're not going to take advantage of me. I'm nobody's victim. I'm going to go out blazing in a fucking thing of glory. You're not going to fucking take advantage of me. And that's the problem with all these people. Even these gig workers that are complaining about their safety all the time. You, it's because you got your head stuck in the sand. You know, you're making yourself the victim. Plain and simple. Oh, gotta get the car loaded. Oh shit! Why are you gonna get the car loaded on a Thursday? Oh no, that's right. You go to the thing on Friday. My bad. My bad. Oh look, everybody's got to go get to work. Yeah, gotta go get to work. Gotta go make that money, gangster. Jerry with Jordan, what's up, man? Oh no, he wasn't law abiding. I could tell by his tattoos and all that shit. No, he wasn't law abiding. But like I said, Jerry with Jordan, you don't know who you're walking up on. You know that's the thing. You never know who you're walking up on. I don't care how tough of a gangster you are. You still don't know who you're walking up on. Yeah, I don't have fucking tattoos on my neck, but you still don't know who I am. You don't know me as a person. So to walk up and just assume that I'm gonna fucking bow down to you, no, no, that might work for yeah, that may work on other people. It doesn't work on me. I've been around the block, bro. So you know, and the minute you show weakness to that type of person, he's gonna try to take advantage of you. And I'm not showing weakness to nobody. Period. You know. Oh no, I know, I know. He was just a piece. He's just a wannabe gangster piece of shit. You know. Well, well, no. I understand the whole thing about wanting to get safer and this, but the thing is, you can't predict crime. You can't. There's nothing these apps can do. As far as the apps have went, at some point you got to take responsibility for your own safety. The apps can only do so much, and at this point, with random acts of violence, there's nothing anybody can do about the safety of their business. You can have all the cameras you want. You can have security guards standing out front. You could have the greatest lock systems in the world. And guess what? People are still going to rob you. People are still going to steal from you, and they're going to still hurt you. So this whole thing, I'm going to strike because of the fucking because they're not doing anything for my safety. What more can they do? There's not anything else they can do. At some point, you have to take safety on as your own responsibility and do what's right. All right. See you later, Uman Tamla. Good luck on your stuff. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, of course he's gonna. Yeah, because I can do the same thing about every crime that's done throughout the week. Uh, yeah, he's doing the one about the guy in Chicago that got killed. Okay. Yeah, he got shot. How many store clerks? How many kids get shot every weekend in Chicago? Chicago has about 60 people a weekend that get shot. Why doesn't he do videos on that? Store clerks. Like I said, I did this research last night. You can go any profession, plug in the profession. Let's say convenience store clerk. Put yesterday's date, and you'll see all the stories that pop up about store clerks that were shot. I can do that with any fucking profession. It is what it is. It's random acts of violence, and for somebody to think that an app can do something um, that's going to protect them from a random act, that's like saying, like I said, that's like I said earlier. Do you complain to your car insurance because all the other fucking retards around you they're not doing enough to keep you safe? When you're driving in your car, more people die in car accidents than they do fucking driving Ubers every year. Like I said, 1,100 Uber drivers have been killed driving for Uber in car crashes. So what are you going to complain? You're going to blame them Uber for that too? More people have been killed in car crashes driving for Uber than they have been murdered. Uh, why aren't we complaining that the apps aren't doing enough to keep you safe in your car driving without getting in a car accident? Doesn't make sense. You have more of a chance driving Uber, getting killed in a car accident, than you ever will be having to worry about being murdered. Period. But yet, when I go out and I drive every night, even when I'm driving on the strip, I see Uber drivers doing some of the dumbest fucking shit, driving excessive speeds, cutting in and out of traffic, all kinds of stupid shit. But we don't talk about that. We're more worried about getting shot. But we're not worried about the other people that are driving on the road or other Uber drivers that are following the rules of the road. When you got these fucktards Uber drivers driving like fucking idiots, we don't talk about that. Even though more Uber drivers are killed in car accidents every year than they are murdered by somebody. So you're just like I said, it's a personal vendetta and disgruntled people that do this shit because they don't look at the real fucking problem. They don't look at the real problems. So to me, you're just blowing smoke up people's ass because, like I said, it gets you your super chats and it gets you your views, plain and simple. So, like first of all, the strike is based on yeah, cranberry juice. Um, the whole basis of the strike is, in my opinion, baseless. It's a baseless strike. You're saying you want to strike 60 days from 12 to 3 based on safety. Okay, like I said, Uber and Lyft can't do anything more for safety when it comes to you. They can't. So your whole basis of your strike, in my opinion, is fraud in the first place. Because you're now, if you want to do a strike from 12 to 3 because you don't, the rates aren't good enough, just be honest about it. If that's the real reason, don't sugarcoat. Don't try to cover up your real basis for your strike with something that is baseless, in my opinion. And that's what it is. But he can do whatever he wants. He has the following to, like I said, you tell people what they want to hear enough times, they're gonna believe it. So if you tell 100,000 people, if you strike, you're gonna be safer in your job, and you do it and you beat it into their brain day in, day out, you're gonna get those 100,000 people that fucking believe it. You may get one or two of those might be, hey, he's full of shit, it ain't gonna happen. But you're gonna get the majority of us gonna believe it. And when the next 2 weeks, when another driver is injured, or a month from now another driver is killed, then you realize, well, fuck, our strike didn't do dick. And that's exactly what it's going to do, dick. All it's going to do is piss off more fucking customers. You already complaining you ain't making no money. Will find alternative ways to find transportation. They're not going to tip you shit because you pissed them off. So you're going to fucking have to deal with the consequences of your actions. And one of the consequences ain't going to be you're going to get a safer app, because that shit's not going to happen. So that's, because like I said, we'll watch Geo's thing and we'll see who comes up with a real solution. That's what I want. We're talking about the strike and safety bullshit. You sent a text. So what was in your text? Something about a panic button. I was going to say, you do know you have a 911 button on your app, right? Same thing, panic button. And really, when you think about it, Omer, since you text that, what is a panic button going to do for you that makes you safer? What do you think it's going to do? How do you feel a panic button makes it safer? Exactly, Journey. That's exactly right. Like I said, carrying your own gun on you while you're driving Uber isn't going to be a guarantee you're not going to get shot. Like I said, you don't know the person sitting behind you. Well, and here, and that leads me to another point. You guys want to talk about safety? Here's a safety tip for you. When you have a single passenger in your car, why are you letting them sit directly behind you in the first place? That's a major safety issue. That back seat, no, you can move the fuck over so you can be in the vision of me while I'm driving. That's one safety issue nobody talks about. You allowing single passengers to sit directly behind you while you're driving. You talk about putting yourself. And see, this falls on the driver. Doesn't fall on Uber and Lyft. It falls on you as a driver. You're putting yourself in direct danger of that person behind you grabbing you, doing whatever the fuck they want to. So let's talk about real safety issues, and which fall on once again the driver. Exactly, Journey. That's exactly what you should do. But see, we don't talk about that. We're talking about, oh, we got to make the app safer. See, that's because I'm telling you, you as a driver need to be safer with your decisions. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear, oh, the app. It's the app's fault. It's the app's fault that the guy from behind me grabbed me and choked me the fuck out. No, it's not. It's your fault because you allowed him the access to you to grab you from behind and choke you out. So it's you as a driver, not the apps. You. So that's what I'm trying to get a point across. Maybe if they raise a surge, it would stop criminals. No, see that's the thing, Arturo. It's a random act of violence. It has nothing to do with surge pricing. Because when you're getting carjacked, it's not the motherfucker ordering the lift or Uber is carjacking. It's when you pull up to a stop sign, you got a group of people there. They're gonna fucking get your shit. It has nothing to do with surge pricing. So it has nothing to do with that shit. It has nothing to do with that at all. And you think because they put if okay, let's say the person orders the Uber. He orders the Uber with intent on fucking you up, stealing your car, robbing you. You think he cares what the surge price is at that point? He's going to order the Uber because his intentions are not to pay for the ride anyways. His intention is to get your fucking car or kill you or rob you, whatever. He don't give a fuck about a surge price. His intentions are already made based on he's going to hurt you and rob you. Why does he care what the service price says on the app? They don't give a fuck about that. That's not gonna fucking do nothing. So it, yeah, I did it for 3 years, 12,500 fucking rides, man. I probably had over 20,000 people in my car between groups and so yeah, no, it's like anything. It's like I said, it's a random act of anything, and this goes to show you another thing. You guys talk, they keep talking about, oh, background checks on this, background checks on it. What does a background check prove? Background check, yeah, I passed the background check. I drove for Lyft. Didn't stop me from punching that guy's car that would almost cause me and my customer to get in an accident. Background check didn't stop that. That was a decision I made as a driver. So it's just what it is. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, B Jones, because and you know why that is, Mister Jones. Why it's hard for them to comprehend is because they're not told this shit. They go to these other channels that tell them it's everything else but themselves. That's why nobody comprehends it because nobody tells them this shit. You come here, I tell you this shit. You go to them, they tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. It's somebody else's fault. That's the fucking problem. Because nobody's got the balls to come on here. None of these bigger channels have the balls to come on here and say, you are responsible for your fucking safety, your awareness. You're using your common sense of this, that, being aware of your surroundings. Nobody tells them that shit. They come on here, oh, it's Uber and Lyft's fault. It's the app's fault. That's the problem. Nobody's aware of it because nobody fucking tells them to be aware of it. And the people that do say it, they have 350 subscribers, where these other jerk offs have 38, 36, 12, whatever the fuck they got. So that's why. That's why. It's like me, for example. I used to breed rattlesnakes, venomous, very venomous animals, scorpions, shit that'll fucking stab you. It'll fucking kill you. I used to raise all this shit, as pets and just breed them in general and shit like that. Okay, I could come on here. I have 350 subscribers, and I could tell you, you should not fucking touch this animal. This scorpion, if it stings you, possibly kill you, don't touch that animal. You go to another person's channel, has let's say 38,000 subscribers. He's sitting there picking it up, playing with it, showing, all kinds of crazy shit to people. You think they're going to listen to? They're going to listen to that person with the 38,000 because they see him picking it up. He's not explaining the actual dangers of the animal and what it can do to you. And guess who's going to find out the hard way when they go and buy this animal? They think, okay, I can pick mine up, blah blah blah, because I saw this guy do it, even though the one guy told me not to. The guy with the more subscribers said it was okay, and he showed him holding it and this and that, and then they get stung and fucking die. See what I'm saying? So that's people's mindset nowadays. You know. Trying to hug these bullies. You know. But that's the mindset of people because blame the zoo when you enter the cage, right? Exactly. There you go, Arturo. Perfect example. But that's what I'm saying. You know, because not enough people are. Now, let's say I come on here. I have 350 subscribers. I'm holding this deadly ass scorpion. Oh, he's perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine. Blah blah blah. And then you go to the guy with 38,000. He says, "Do not touch this animal. If he stings you, it will kill you." Who do you think they're going to listen to? They're going to listen to the guy with 38,000 because hey, he's got more people that follow him, so he must know what he's talking about. Exactly. Is how it works. You know? And it's just like the gig YouTube, the gig economy. These people go to these channels because they have larger subscribing, think that everything they say is the fucking truth, and it's not. Because they come to my channel, and when I tell you, hey, you're the one fucking up, well, I can go to this guy who has 38,000. He says it's the app's fault. So I'm going to believe what he says because he has more followers, and he says something that I like to hear and not what I need to hear. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. He would smack him. Well, yeah, that's real. Well, we already know the professor. He has no problem with endorsing crime. So if he wants to slap him, let him slap him. He already endorses theft. He's telling people to steal money. So once again, that all speaks for itself. Oh, there you go. There you go. Exactly, Jim. Exactly. And it's like when you watch a lot of these videos, um, the actual driver is provoking shit. Like, okay, you made a decision. When you notice the customer is getting an attitude and is talking to you in a derogatory way, you don't talk back to him. You don't fucking sit there and egg on the issue. You pull that car over and say, "Get out of my car, please." You stop it from the start. You don't fucking sit there and egg the fucking shit on and continue to argue with the customer. And then when the customer reaches over the fucking seat and socks you in the mouth, you get what you get. So when I see a lot of these videos and I'm seeing these, some of these aggravated customers and fucking drivers, you know, engaging in their stupidity with them, um, you're only asking for the fucking problem. You're only asking for the problem, or they threaten to call the cops. Oh, if you don't stop, I'm gonna stop the car and call the cops. No, you do that shit immediately. You get your point fucking across. That's where it goes back to the little gangster guy. You don't show weakness. You fucking what? What's going? Okay, pull over, call 911, get the fuck out of my car. You don't fucking sit there and have a 15-minute argument with them until the point where they're willing to punch you in the nose or break your car windows, and then go, "Oh, I'm gonna call the cops." No, you do it from the fucking start. Get your point across. Don't be fucking around with these people because once again, you don't know who you're dealing with. So that's the whole fucking thing. Does he drive for Uber? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he does. I really don't care. At the end of the day, he might. I don't know. I think he like leases cars. You know, he's one to talk about all these apps that are the problem, not paying the people, but he has no problem leasing cars out to other Uber drivers. And, so he's making money off their hardships. If of all these drivers out here in California are having such a hard time making money, but you're making money off the leases that you give to these people to do this job, knowing that they're not making the money and they're not getting paid, you're making money off their hardship. So that's another thing. You're making money off other people's hardships. So, you know, hey, Dustin, what's up? So you're making money off other people's hardship. And if you talk, and if you come on your channel constantly, and you're telling people how bad these apps are and how they shouldn't work for them and they should do this and do that, then why are you leasing vehicles out for people to do the job? You're encouraging people by giving them the car to go out and do the fucking job that you're saying is so fucking horrible in the first place. Does it make fucking sense to you? It doesn't make sense, does it? If I tell you every day how bad it is to burn your hand on a fucking stove, am I going to give you free stoves to go burn your fucking hands on? That doesn't make fucking sense, does it? No. So what the fuck? That's fucking. So how are you going to sit there and tell other people that have no backbone they don't stand for something when you should when if anybody with common sense that actually looks at the situation sees what you do and is willing to speak on it, but I'm the one with no backbone. So it is what it is because I don't stand up with his position. I'm the one with no backbone. No, I think for myself. I'm a grown ass man. I can think for myself and use my own brain to come to a fucking conclusion. So yeah, exactly. Like I said, if I tell you how they come out here yelling, screaming, "Oh, it's the worst thing ever is to burn your hand on a stove," I'm not going to give you free stoves to burn your hands on. But what happens in that case. You come on here, you're constantly bashing the fucking companies, but yeah, you lease cars to people to do the job. So you're making money off other people's hardships. If you're gonna sit there and say the apps are so bad and so terrible, you're not making money, blah blah blah. But here, drive my car to go make that money and make sure you pay me. What the fuck kind of you're making money off other people's hardship? So what is it? Is it the apps are so bad you shouldn't be driving on it? Then you shouldn't be leasing your cars out to people to go fucking do the job because all you're doing is making money off their hardship. But he is definitely taking advantage of good work. Of course, of course, of course he is. That's how it works. He's making money off other people's hardships. That's what it boils down to. And he says the things he says because he wants the super chats. He wants that money. He wants the ad revenue. He wants that. So he's going to tell you whatever it says. You know, people give, let's face it, people give Dustin a lot of shit because he just posts videos of crazy shit on his channel. But at least he's consistent. At least he's consistent. He's not forcing you to do anything. He's not coming on and say, hey, you need to watch my channels. You need to give me super chats. He's not doing that. He puts his shit up there and it runs. You know, and it's up to you to make the conscious decision whether you want to work, whether you want to watch his shit or not. And then he makes his money that way. He doesn't come on there exploiting the fucking situation to make money off of the situation. The big difference in those two things. So, you know what? Yeah, but his idea of Memorial Day was to memorialize the drivers that've been killed. Okay, well, what about the store clerks that were killed all year long? What about um, the fucking restaurant clerks that were killed all year long, the bartenders that were killed all year long? He only does what he does based off his subscriber base, and that's because that's what they want to hear, and that's what he's trying to get. He's trying to get paid by his subscriber base. He's not going to speak the whole truth about everything. You know, it's he's not going to speak, and that's the way it is. You know, so trust me, if I could come on here every day and make a video, um, to get money in my fucking bank account every day, I would do it, but I don't. I'm not going to come on here and just feed you guys what you want to fucking hear because it's going to make my wallet fatter. That like, once again, you're taking advantage of a situation. You're making money off other people's hardships. That's not my deal. I don't come on here to say you should do this, you should do that, you do that. Now give me super chats. No, I don't do that shit. That's not my deal. You know? Yeah, exactly. No, but like I was saying, total taxi drivers killed last year was, and I did the research, was only 50 transportation workers killed last year. 50. I think it was last year or the year before. It was 50. You know, so oh yeah, we don't have our mask mandate anymore either. But like I said, it's all about random acts of violence. You cannot predict random acts of violence. You can't stop random acts of violence, and there's nothing you can do, especially these apps can do to stop random acts of violence. You're basing your fucking strike off fraud because there's nothing they can do. It's fraud. You can't go on here. Well, I'm basing my strike on safety issues. No, that's fraud because there's nothing more these apps can do to make you safer. Plain and simple. It's a fraudulent cause. Like I said, in my opinion, it's a vendetta and it's a bunch of disgruntled people that aren't getting their way because they've been told constantly that, oh, you should do this, you should complain. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the actual safety of the drivers because I gave you a perfect example of a safety issue with the drivers. Why are you letting single passengers sit behind you? You're giving them access to you. That's what I'm saying. So you're basing it off of fraud, in my opinion, because that's not the real issue. You know, because at the end of the day, the random acts of violence, we all have that ability, whether we drive an Uber or not. I have that issue every day. I go out and deliver pizza. I don't know if I'm going to get robbed. I don't know if I'm going to die when I deliver a fucking pizza. I can't predict random acts of violence. But what I can do is when I pull up to a house, it has no fucking lights on it. I see what shit looks shady. The door's covered by certain things and this and that. I can make that decision for my motherfucking self to not walk up to that door, to drive off and call my boss and say, hey, this is an unsafe delivery. I'm not delivering it. And boom, guess what? I get to walk. I get to go home that night because I made a conscious choice to look at my situation and say, hey, that doesn't feel right to me. I'm not gonna fucking do it, and possibly save my own life. Now, granted, nothing might have happened. Motherfucker just forgot to put his porch on, doesn't know how to trim his bushes. All fine and dandy, but at the same time, I'm not gonna put myself at risk knowing that the chances of that happening. But how many fucking drivers do that? Motherfucking drivers can't even pull up to a fucking parking spot and lock their fucking doors. But they have people just hopping their shit. You know you can't have more than 3 customers in your car. You pull up, you see 4 or 5 motherfuckers. Your doors are unlocked. Guess what? All 4 or 5 piling in your motherfucking car. And then you're sitting there, oh, I can't take you. Well, you done fucked the situation up at that point because now you got people in your car. And now they're pissed because they assumed you were going to let them in because your doors were unlocked. So a lot of that shit falls on you as the drivers. It doesn't fall on the fucking apps. It's you as a driver and your common fucking sense. So it is, that's what it boils down to. But nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. It's the app's fault. It's the app's fault that you don't lock your fucking doors when you pull up to a group of people. It's the app's fault. It's the app's fault that the fucking another Uber driver ran a red light and fucking killed you. It's the app's fault. Yeah, come on. It's fucking ridiculous. You should condone. Oh yeah, the whole. You shouldn't condone. You should say. Yeah, exactly, Arturo. That's what I'm saying. It's just random acts of violence, and there's nothing you can do about it. So to strike on that basis, in my opinion, is fraud. So, well, yeah, some people are sneaky, but still, George, yeah, I see what you're saying. Some people can be sneaky, but if you pull up, you roll your window down, your doors are locked, you're going to get a good reading from that thing, and it gives you the opportunity to ask how many people are in your party. Oh, we got 4. Oh, well, I can only take 3. Doors are unlocked, all that shit, and they say, well, sorry, I can only take 3. You done alleviated the whole system, and then don't sit there and argue with the couple. Well, the other guy let me do 4. Well, sorry, ma'am, I can only take 3. You're going to have to cancel the ride and drive off. Don't sit there and fucking argue with them through the window. Then you end up you get a rock through your window or a drink thrown in your fucking face. Shit like that. We see it all the time on the videos. The driver, how many people you got in your car? Oh, we got 4. I can only take 3. And they sit there and argue for fucking 5 minutes with the fucking customer. Drive the fuck off. Why are you going to put yourself in danger? That's what I'm saying. It's not the apps. It's the fucking drivers and their mentality. And that's another thing. You get these people that keep feeding you the same shit. It's the app. It's the app. It's the app. Then you don't consciously realize that, no, it's you. You're doing this shit wrong. But because you're told it's the app's fault, you perfectly fine with that. You don't see what you're doing wrong because you were told by the same person over and over again that it's always the app's fault. So that's what I'm saying. What cause more drama about what? I don't need any more drama in my life, Homer. Really, I don't. Really, I don't. And the drama does nothing. The drama does nothing because, like I said, I don't have the subscriber base to get my points across. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, I could be right on everything I fucking say. I could be 100% right. But if you got some guy that's willing to sit there and lie to 25,000 more people than I have and lie on a daily basis, he's always going to win, whether I'm right or not. So it doesn't matter. I'm never going to win because you've already brainwashed 30,000 people into thinking everything you say is right. So when they come here and granted everything I say is right, they're not going to believe it anyways. So it doesn't matter. They won't believe it until they find out the hard way. That's how you learn. because you're not willing to listen to the person that tells you from the start. You got to find out the hard way because you were more interested in listening to what this fucking guy says, which wasn't the truth. So that's what happened. Yeah, I know. I have more experience than probably 90% of the fucking drivers out there with my years and the amount of rides I get. But you know what? I have 350 subscribers. Why? Because when you come on here and you tell me this happened to me, and I say, okay, well, you could have did this to prevent it, and then you're going to come at me with, well, the last guy said it was the app's fault um, that happened, and I say, well, no, it's not your fault, and I point out the reason to. Who do you think he's going to go to? He's going to go back to the guy that blamed something else other than blame himself. That's how people are. We know this now. It's easier to blame everything else than blame yourself. I, I, I don't know, Roy, maybe online Uber training website, YouTube. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. That's what I think it is. It's a personal vendetta, and they're just disgruntled because they don't get what they want. And Journey, the whole training thing, and at the end of the day, I could train you on all kinds of shit. That don't mean you're gonna go out and practice it. That's the reason why I don't believe in a lot of that training shit. Because once again, if you're not the individual that's willing to take personal responsibility, and then no matter how much training I give you, you're not gonna follow it because you're always gonna have somebody that wants to circumvent the system. They want to try to cheat, take shortcuts. So yeah, I could train you. I could charge you $100 to say, okay, this is what you should do as a Uber and Lyft driver. I can show you this, show you that, show you that. But if you go on, let's say, just some random channel and you see this person taking a shortcut because it maybe made them an extra $10, you're going to try to do the shortcut. And at one time you try the shortcut, might be the last time you try anything. So that's why I don't believe in the whole training thing. And I already know these apps are fucking you guys left and right. I know this. Yes, you have a lot of individuals that make very good money that go out there and they bust their ass to make money. But for the overall people, no, you're not. It's not a winning situation for you because not everybody has the same mindset as people like Geo, people like myself, people like Xander to go out there and bust that ass to make that money. Not everybody has that mindset. Exactly, Kevin. Exactly. And we were talking about that earlier. If it's such a bad company, then why are certain people leasing out cars to drivers? You see what I'm saying? That makes no fucking sense, right? And I use the analogy this way, Kevin. If I come on here and I tell you that burning your hand on a stove really hurts and you shouldn't do it, but then I give you all free stoves to burn your hands, what fucking good is it at that point? I'm taking advantage. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean you don't have to subscribe or you were heard? What? Yeah, so it does. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, Journey. You could give all the training you want, but it's not the training that's bad. It's the individuals. So yeah, that's fine. You can people doing videos based off me. Well, just yeah, you can do that. You can do that all you want. But like I said, I'm not. I'm still not that one that. How should I say it? God, I can't even think how to say it. Yes, you can tell people to come to my channel. That's fine. But what we were just discussing with Journey, it's the individuals. It's the individuals. Do they want to hear when you have been told by multiple YouTubers with 60, 70,000, 50,000 subscribers the same shit over and over and over and over again? Are you going to come to the one guy that's willing to tell you that it's not the apps that are doing it? No. We don't live in a society anymore where people will be willing to take responsibilities for their own actions. That's the issue. We don't live in that kind of society anymore. We live in a society where it's easier to blame something else than to blame yourself because you get more attention when you blame something else than when you take on your own responsibility. Like that fucking dink that got like $50,000 off of TikTok. He's the one that chose to drive the 45 minutes for the $3 fucking order. He made that fucking choice. But because he was able to come on there and cry and say, oh, it's the apps, this, blame it on something else, people gave him money. Do you think if he went on TikTok and said, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I spent 45 minutes driving. I only made $3 fucking dollars. You know, it was my fault, blah, blah, blah. He would have got that $50,000? No, he wouldn't have. So it made it more sense for him to go blame something else than to take his own responsibility. And guess what? He got paid. So that's what it is. So that's why people don't come to my channel as much, or I only have a loyal subscriber base, because they don't want to hear when Roy says, you're the fucking problem. They don't want to hear that. They only want to hear, they want to hear, it's the app's fault. It's the app's fault. It's the app's fault. So, the whole, like I said, the whole point, strike's not going to do nothing. A strike's not going to do nothing. Okay, let's say, um, okay, we all, man, fucking cranberry juice got me looking like I'm wearing lipstick and shit. Um, let's say the strike works. Let's say you go out there and all these people listen to you and don't drive from 12 to 3, 60 days from now. Or let's say, yeah, 60 days from now. What do you think the apps are going to do? What can the apps implement? Give me an honest answer what the apps can implement into the app that's going to keep you safer. Give me a legit fucking thing that the apps can do. That's within, yeah, there, just do that. Give me a legit thing that the apps can do to make you safer. Let's say your strike works. What can they do? The drivers, most like I said, I've watched your videos, Dustin. 90% of them, the driver. I'll be fucking honest. It's the driver. And this coming from a driver. Remember, I'm not some guy that sits on the couch and never drove like some other motherfuckers. But I'm not that guy. I drove, and I drove a lot. Okay, a panic button. Don't you have a 911 button already? Don't you have that 911 button on your phone already? You already have that. Okay, so panic button done. They already have that. They have the 911 button. Okay, let's say they didn't have the 911 button. Let's say they didn't. Okay, how is that 911 button going to help you? Okay, you push the button. Is the cop going to just fucking like Star Trek show up in your front seat? No. Cops are reactive. What's the cop going to do? By the time the cop gets you, homie done fucked you up, killed you, raped you, fucking stole all your money. So okay, so what is that? So what did that, so in the end of the day, what did that do to help you? Nothing. And you have the access. Look at the videos we see where you got the driver arguing with the customer. He says, I'm gonna dial 911 if you don't get out of my car, and he just sits there. You keep threatening him. I'm gonna call 911. I'm gonna call 911. I'm gonna call 111. Well, you have the 911 button right there on your app. Hit the 911 button. Quit fucking threatening the customer with it. Do it. Do it. Man the fuck up and do it. Quit sitting there arguing with it for 10 minutes. I'm gonna call 911. When you have the button right there, hit it. Boom. Done. So that's what I'm talking about. They have this shit already on their app and they don't fucking use it. So what else can Lyft and Uber do to fix it? Hey Gwyneth, how you doing? Long time no see. You know. So what more? If they're not willing to use what they already have, Yeah, that's all it takes, Kevin. Because at the end of the day, Kevin, this is all about money. It has nothing to do with the safety. It's all about money. They're disgruntled because they don't feel they're getting paid enough, and that's what it's all about. It's all about money at the end of the day. It has nothing to do with safety. How you been, Gwen? It's been a long time. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Besides installing a partition for everyone, you can only be so safe. Well, even if you put a even if you put a partition in, let's say, okay, you put the partition in. Let's say Uber and Lyft put the partition in. Is that going to stop you from being carjacked? No. The motherfucker's going to walk up to your driver's side door. If your window's down, he's going to bust your window out, put the gun in your fucking face, and steal your ride. So even if you put a partition in the car, it's not going to stop anything. It's not going to stop them. Okay, and let's say the pizza lady that got, or the DoorDash driver lady that got killed when she was walking up to the house. What could the apps do to protect her? What more could the apps do to keep her safer when she was walking up to that house that she didn't get killed? Nothing. There's nothing. Oh yeah, that guy that got deactivated from DoorDash is now training people. Yeah, that's who I want to take my training from. Somebody who was deactivated. That makes a lot of fucking sense. And with a gazillion fucking DoorDash drivers on YouTube showing you shit, you got to pay this guy to fucking drive around with you. The fuck? It's money making schemes are for everybody, bro. You can make money doing anything. So if he's willing to get paid off other people's shit, and other people are willing to pay him, more power to him. You can't fuck his hustle up. He's hustling, and if you can talk somebody into giving you half your earnings to show you something as simple as to reject or accept, then that's on you. Like it shows your mentality. But it would put one more layer. Yeah, it would put one more layer, of course. But at the end of the day, Noah, the question is it going to stop random acts of violence from happening to you? No, it's not. That Uber Eats driver that got out of his car, that those two girls stole his car, would a partition have helped him? No. When you pull up to pick up a customer, you roll your front window down to ask the customer, "Hey, are you so and so?" Is that going to stop the customer from putting a gun in your face and stealing your car? You have a partition. It's not going to stop it. Yeah, the partition may stop to some extent if the customer's already in your car, but unless it's bulletproof, it ain't going to stop a bullet. A plastic partition ain't going to stop a bullet coming from the fucking backseat of your ride. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. You know. And at the end of the day, when you think about it, when you pull up to it and the shit looks shady and the motherfucker you're about to pick up looking shady and shit, do you really need a partition in your car to say, hey, fuck that? That dude looks fucking shady. I'm going to move the fuck home. You know, common sense. You know, if it doesn't look right, don't take it. You know, but yeah, even the partition's not going to stop any. It's not going to stop random acts of violence. You stop to get gas, Uber motherfucker wants your car, or he wants to rob you. You don't give a fuck about the partition, and the partition at that point don't help you. You know. Oh yeah, you gotta get your sleep on. Well, you gotta do that, man. You know. But like I said, this is all based off random acts of violence, and there's nothing the apps can do. And if people are already complaining about not making enough money with the apps aren't giving us enough money. If you think if Uber and Lyft had to give every fucking car that drive for them a fucking partition, how do you think Uber and Lyft's gonna get that money back? They're gonna fucking get their money back, which means they're gonna raise a rate on the customer, and you ain't getting any of it, or they might even cut your rates more because they got to make up for the expense for putting that partition in your car. Not to mention, let's say that partition costs $500 you fucking put in your car. Okay, let's say you go out driving, you made $100 for the week, or you made $450 for the week. You get deactivated by something you did, you know, whatever the case may be. You think you're gonna get paid that $450? No, they're gonna take it back for the cost of that partition they put in your car. That's how they will find a way to fuck you any chance they get, and they will find a way. And trust me, they are a lot smarter than most people. They have people that I'm sure sit around, think of ways to fuck you guys, and that's how it is. They get people paid to do that shit. You know. All right. Talk amongst yourselves. I can go back. Damn, that was a long one. All right, man. All right, man. All right, Noah. Have a good day, man. Good luck. Makes you lots of money. Right, Jim? Exactly. That's it. Yeah, just just gotta. But it'll be interesting to watch this panel and see what everybody comes up with. It'll be interesting, and that's why I sent some of you texts because I want to know, being that you're active gig workers, what you think. What you think? Since you do it day in and day out, you're actually out there on the road. I want to see what you guys. So, so it's interesting. We'll see. Why did I change the name of my channel? Um, I just thought it was more fitting. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows me. First of all, everybody knows me as Roy, anyways. Versus the No Crab. Everybody already knows my name, and I feel it's more suited for me because I'm kind of a unique individual when it comes to this shit. Like, and so I think when I make a video and I come out and I say blah blah blah, people know that, oh yep, that's Roy. It's Roy. So Roy's being Roy when he comes out ripping into ass and shit like that. That's like, oh yep, that's Roy. That's what Roy does. So I figured that's just the best way to do it. Just keep it like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I said, Kevin. No job out there is 100% safe. Like I said, people are killed in every profession, every day. Whether it's an Uber driver, taxi driver, fucking convenience store clerk. You know, it you can only do so much. There's only so much you can do. And even the most well prepared fucking ninja carrying fucking 25 guns on him, he's still susceptible to being fucking a random act of violence and being killed. It doesn't, you don't know. You could be, people walk down the strip on the regular. People are getting shot on the strip. They're on vacation thinking, oh, I'm chilling, blah, 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 blah. Next thing up, boom. Random acts of violence. There's nothing you can do about it. And even the most prepared, like I said, ninja fucking motherfucker with big old fucking guns on their side, that's not going to stop somebody up from walking up to behind you at a convenience store and ain't going to stop it. It's just random acts of violence. And like I said, if we do look at these incidences with the Uber and Lyft drivers, where is most of these happening? Chicago, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., New York. These are all cities that are ran by shithole fucking governments. They're soft on crime. And if you're giving these criminals a free pass when it comes to crime, all you're doing is giving the criminals more opportunity to hurt people. So you need to start with shit like that. Start getting tough on crime. Get these people out of office that feel it's okay to give criminals more rights than the victims. That's got to be your first start. You got all these cities, Baltimore, Chicago, DC, defund the police, defund this, defund that. That's not going to keep you any safer. That's not going to do it. You got to get state governments that are strict on crime. Motherfucker murders somebody, he's not out in 2 years. He robs a bank, he's not out because he can't afford bail. New York, for example, where they give no bail. You can't have shit like that because all you're doing is perpetuating the crimes. You're giving opportunities to these criminals to continue to do criminal shit. And that's where your problem is most likely going to be solved is you got to start getting tougher on crime. And that's not going to, Uber and Lyft cannot do nothing about that. That has to come from the people that live in these cities that are fed up with people getting hurt and killed in their neighborhoods. That's where you got to fix the problem. And right now, we have this society right now that thinks it's okay to give criminals a fucking pass because of the color of their skin or their economic situations. That's got to stop. Because, like I said, it's okay to feel, oh, I feel sorry for this criminal because he had a bad upbringing. So, yeah, go ahead and let him out of jail till he kills your fucking family member. Then it's a totally different story. Then it's like, this motherfucker should have never been out of fucking jail. He got out and he killed my fucking this, even though you advocated for the same behavior for your state government to allow criminals out. So we got to change the mindset of people in these cities that think it's okay to just let free reign on criminal activity go. Look at the crime statistics, the 120s and 140% rise in crime in these shithole fucking cities that are ran by these fucking liberal shithole people. Yeah, see, that's crazy, Jim. That's crazy. But that's where you're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to start there. You're gonna have to start, looking at your local legislations and get shit. Like I said, taxi drivers are protected people here in Las Vegas. Go to the legislature, say, as Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, we would like to have protected people status. That means that if you do a crime towards a driver here in Vegas, the penalties are double or triple stiffer penalties for hurting you as a driver. That's a start. It's a deterrent. If somebody knows, hey, I can get fucking a month in jail if I do this, or if I attack a protected person, I'm going to get 2 to 3 years in prison for this. They might reconsider it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's going to fix the problem or it's going to stop the problem, but at least you doing something to help yourself and fellow drivers by getting the initiative to be considered a protected person, kind of like a cop is and taxi drivers. So that's one way to start going ahead to help drivers that the apps can't do. You can do that as a citizen of your own city to go and say, hey, we want to be a protected person status. Get that shit going. That way you're starting to help yourself, even though it may not help you at the time. It may help a future driver that does get attacked. It may help keep that predator off the street longer than coming right back out on the street and doing it again. But but that's not. But shit like that doesn't cross people's mind. They're more worried about it's the app. It's the app. That's why I feel it's a vendetta against the app and disgruntled employees because they're not giving you real solutions. They're not giving you real solutions. They say, "Oh, the app should take $200 million and improve safety." Improve how? You can't say. I can say, um, this big giant dildo I bought for my girlfriend is better than the smaller dildo, and they're going to say, "Well, how?" And if I can't explain to you how, then my statement is fucking null and void at that point. I can tell you all kinds of shit. You should do this. You should do that. But if I can't tell you how, then what I say is null and void at that point because I can't even explain to you how this is going to do anything. I'm just telling you should do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they don't. That's why it makes me believe it's a disgruntled. Autonomous cars will never work. There's no infrastructure set up for autonomous cars. And even if it was autonomous cars, how is that improving the safety of Uber and Lyft drivers? It's not. It's not. It's not. Your whole strike and your whole purpose is to make it safer for Uber and Lyft drivers. Autonomous cars aren't going to make it safer. They're going to take your job from you. So, yeah, well, I guess it's a good way of keeping you safer because then you won't be driving anymore, so you won't have to worry about it. But that might work. Yeah, so it might work, Arturo. You're right there. It might work because you won't be driving anymore because the autonomous car took your job. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to this 9, 10 panel people and get to watch that. So if you guys see that shit pop up, man, make sure you guys are in there watching. I want to see some true some true shit coming out of that. Some proposals, actually legit things brought up about the situation. So with that being said, I gotta get ready for work here soon. So yeah, I gotta go risk my life to deliver pizzas. So you guys all be safe out there. Once again, I appreciate you guys always coming in. You know how I love my peeps listening to me for the last 2 hours. So you guys be safe out there. Stay out of trouble and make sure you make that money. Be as safe as you can. Like I said, remember you are your first line of defense. Don't rely on the apps to do anything for you. Don't rely on the police to do anything for you. Do it for yourself. So remember, you are the creator of your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you. All right, bye.